EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. About ready to get this one started. Jaime Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Houston. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. Will begin there. So they come to the line for first down and 10. First play of the game, first throw of the game. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. On second down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
Throwing is Willis. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Willis. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Throwing, Willis. That complete to Jacobs. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. To throw is Willis. He'll go underneath to Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Willis to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First carry for Joe Mixon. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And this will be a Texans first down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. Room to run again. Down the sideline to the 20. And he's going to take this all the way home. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw, here's Willis. He'll take a shot for Watson. And this will be incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Willis now to throw. Again, working deep downfield. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now Willis. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Throwing, Willis. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Willis now to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
And that is incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Throwing right. It's taken in. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the 1st down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. He's got his man complete to Dell. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. from the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stroud. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. This one intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah McDuffie. And the Packers are going to have it just past their 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's Willis. That one on target to Watson. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And that is incomplete.
It seemed there was a bit of a busted coverage in the secondary, and I think that's what led that receiver to be so wide open. And that's a ball that just needs to be put on him. It doesn't have to be a perfect throw. It doesn't have to be thrown on the money. Just make it catchable and take advantage of that opportunity.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but they continue to get that matchup. This quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. On 1st down, it's Stroud. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. To throw, it's Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
That's good for a Houston Texans. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Where's the hot?
Stroud. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Here's Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And the defense can't run the stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Stroud to throw. He's back to Schultz. He's got it again. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Fairbairn's kick is good. So we're at halftime with just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half coming up. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Stroud going to set up to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
14 on the pickup. 1st down for Houston. They'll go right back to Mixon. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That's caught downfield by Diggs. They'll pick up 23 on that one. It's good for a Texans 1st down. They will work the middle with Mixon.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
A throw right side is intercepted.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
Throwing is Willis. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Willis. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To throw is Willis. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Now Willis. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. They'll run with Jacobs. A dive, and he's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
First and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone.
At the 29-yard line.
They face second down and 7. Back to throw. Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here is a big one. Third down and 2. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. Mixon has the first down and more. That one good for 15 and a first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. It's second down. Now Mixon. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. They'll run a draw with Mixon. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Looking downfield, he's got Schultz, the tight end. And he will get into the end zone. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Texans. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now, Stroud. That's going to be caught. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. This is first and 10. To throw, here's Willis. That complete to Jacobs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. second down. Throwing, Willis. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Okudah. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On first down, they'll start with Mixon. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock.
At the 39-yard line.
On second down, Stroud. Open man, that's Collins. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And that
On a simply gorgeous night in the Lone Star State, we've got the roof open, and it's time for football, folks, here at NRG Stadium in Houston. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down and 4. Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing now is Gino. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Smith throwing again. Got him in. It's Brown. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now it's 3rd and 3. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Now Gino. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, 38 yards. And the Seahawks put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Flush to his right. Keeps himself upright. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Stroud to throw it. And Diggs has it. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. 2nd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Stroud looking to throw. To the right side and caught by Dell. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Stroud. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Stroud working out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 59 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Texans. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Smith.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Geno down to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
To the air again, Smith. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. A desperation heave for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to Dell. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's second down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Here goes Stroud again. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Final play of the half, Stroud. Got his man, Dell. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms, here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. From 17 yards out.